Good morning to you all. Welcome to the number one show on the earth right now. I'm right here in the US. The show is Hot Palava, where we talk about hot issues in Ghana. Charlie, welcome to the show. Today, Charlie, I have the vim, man. I have the vim. Why do I have the vim? I have the vim because I heard the man talk. I heard JM talk last time, and I can see that this man is a man of vision. I can see that Ghana is about to be delivered from all temptation, from all problems, from our economic downfall. The man with vision is coming back to liberate Ghana, to take Ghana out of problems. The only person who can save us today is JM. So we need to support JM to build the Ghana we want together. Let me say it again. I am saying it. It's like the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost talked to me yesterday night. And I have the conviction that we have to support JM so that we can build the Ghana we want together. Let that sink well for you guys. Let that sound well for you guys. May this sentence, let's support JM, be a sound in your sleep, because JM is coming back. There's no doubt that when you compare the years spent by JM in power with his achievements, with the money he spent to really change the fortune of Ghana, there's no comparison between JM and Nanado. The difference is so clear that you don't need a magician. You don't need, how would I say, you don't need a wizard. You don't need a witch to come and tell you what Mahama did for Ghana. It's so clear. Like, Emeko, pio, pio, pio. Famio. Won't all a John Mahama, wo dona Ghana. Devina Ghana. Ghana du. So clear. So I'm telling you on authority today that you should support GM to build the Ghana we want together. Let's go straight to the show of today. We all know that last week we had the primaries for the delegates of the NDC to choose who's going to be the leader in terms of presidential candidate for the party in 2024. And at the same time, they voted for the MPs. And on this Monday, the man himself, JM, Henry, welcome to the show. The man himself, John Mahama, was in Tamale, to be precise, in UDC at their multi-purpose hall to give a speech, to give a Thanksgiving speech to Ghanaians, to the NDC, to the crying Ghanaians, to let them know that JM is coming back to save Ghana. It's like right now, JM is like Ghana Jesus. You see, JM, John, Jesus, they all start with J. Right now, JM is the Jesus of Ghana. We need him so bad to take us through all this problem. From DDE to what? To Doomsaw. To what? To petrol. To inflation. To debt to DDP. To vaccine. Charlie, if I start counting the problem of Ghana right now, you people will run away from this show. So, the man in his speech said that, I'm going to read this quickly. He said, this margin of victory is defining, emphatic, and resounding. It is indicative of the unwavering singular intent of the NDC to win election 2024. See, the man won by 98.9%. Basically, we can say that he won by what? 99%. He also said that to you, the kingmakers of the NDC, I say thank you for electing me with an overwhelming and unequivocal 297,603 votes which is 98.9% of the total valid vote cast. See, the victory was overwhelming. The victory shows that the NDC is truly behind JM. I said it before, like, why did we even organize this primary? Because it was clear that everybody was ready to actually vote for this man. They are ready to actually vote for this man. And we have seen that this is happening. You see, the wonderful thing about this victory is that this shows how much the NDC is behind John Mahama. Let me put it in a very small context for you. Let me put it in a very, very a little context for you. Just imagine for a minute that in the opposition, in the MPP party right now, we have, how many people do we have? We have Dr. Koto that is going. We have Alan Cash is going. Bawumia is going. Kennedy Japan is going. Let's say for a minute, let's this is the assumption. Let's say for a minute, Dr. Bawumia is the one that led in their primaries. Like, he had 40% of the votes. Then Alan Cash had 25. Dr. Koto has 25, and the rest have 10%. That means 25 plus 25, that was 50 plus 10, that will be 60. Now, even if, this is an assumption, even if Dr. Bawumia wins the race to become the presidential candidate of the MPP, he has to convince the 60% that did not vote for him to come on board to support him. Do you know how difficult it is? Do you know how dangerous internal politics is? To convince 60% of the delegate, to convince 60% of the party to follow you and support you. But when you take the case of the NDC, this is only 1%. Like, it's 1% maybe, because when I look at my calculation, the 98.9% represent about 297,603 votes. So 100% will be about 300,000, maybe 913 people. So a difference of maybe 3,000 people to convince is easy, right? So for the MPP, it's going to be a hell of work for them to be able to convince all those people that oppose their choice. So for the NDC, the work is actually done. And this man is the visionary person, because you can see already that what Mahama is doing is that even the 1% that did not vote for him is trying to even convince them to come on his side already. Listen to this message. JM is saying that let me on your behalf and on my own behalf acknowledge the contribution of Dr. Kwabena Dufo, former mayor Kojo Bonsu, and Mr. Ernest Kobia towards enhancing the internal democratic system of our party. This is the mark of a great leader. A leader that knows that without his opponent, he will not succeed. So he's already thanking them to bring them on board, to let them know that, you know what, I count on you guys to help me to win power. That, you see, the man is not a show-off man. Just look at the election. The man has 98.9% of the vote. It means that the 1% remaining was shared among who? Kojo Bonsu, Dr. Kwabena Dufo, and Mr. Ernest Kobia. Only 1%. But a great leader recognized that even though they had only 1%, their voice, their support still count to win 2024. I know if this were to be some people we know in Ghana, I don't want to mention names, so if this were to be some people we know in Ghana, because they have 98.9%, hey, come and see. Even Gangalia, they will be behaving like Gangalias. Like they'll be on top of the world. They'll say, to hell, the 1%. But I see, John Mahama is so humble. He's a man of dignity. He's a man of integrity. He's a man that respects everyone. Even that 1%. We might need that 1%. He had a message to his opponent. He said, we must flip the coin from competition to cooperation. I just like this, man. It's like the Holy Ghost talking to me this morning. I just love that sentence. We must flip the coin. We must flip the coin from competition to cooperation. We need cooperation to build a better Ghana and a better NDC. I am therefore calling for cooperation among all elected parliamentarian candidates and your aspirants and supporters. You see, a visionary person knows the importance of every single member of a party. The man is not selfish. The man is not full of himself. The man is telling his opponent that I still need you to win power in 2024. He's also telling the MPs, the incumbent MPs that lost their seat, that you know what, you still matter in this game. We still need you, because once we need your support, we need your supporters to also to support us. Right? We also need you to finish the work you are doing in parliament, because we still have 1.5 years. And we have seen all the damages caused by this party in power. And they could do more. So we still need you to be in parliament to actually finish your work hard for us. The message is clear for GM to all those incumbent MPs that lost their seat, and tell them that, you know what? We need you. We need your support. You need to be here for the party, because the party really needs you. We cannot do without you. We are one big family. We really need you to come and help. It's not because you lost that's the end. No, that's not the end. You still have work to do. And the number one work you need to do is that you still have 1.5 years in parliament. You still have 1.5 years in parliament. So you need to do us a favor. You need to stay in parliament. You need to stay there and do your work. And also help us to convince your supporters to support us in our vision, because we cannot build Ghana. We cannot win the election 2024. We cannot come to office come January 7, 2025 without you. That is the visionary leader. You see, incumbent members of parliament who lost their primaries must also keep your heads up. You remain a hero for the good job you have done and continue to do for your party and country. We need your experience and talent for the onerous job that faces us when the good people of Ghana give us a mandate to steer the affairs of this country once more. So basically, he's telling them that, you know what? All is not lost. Mind you, when we get power, I have a place for you guys. Mind you, if you get into power, if you win power, I have a place for you. You still have work to do. Because JM is promising a government that is based on what? Merit, competence. It's not because you are part of the NDC, I'm going to award you a position, but your position will be based on merit. It will be based on your skills. It will be based on your competency. What can you do for the party? What are your skills? Not because you have been with the party for 10 years, 15 years, automatically you'll be rewarded. No, it will be based on your competency. What you are doing for the party. It's going to be based on merit. And I like that. I like the sound of that, because that's what it is. For my viewers on TikTok, quickly, if you can hear me, I just want to confirm that the people on TikTok, you can hear me loud and clear. For my people on Facebook, I know you can hear me, but quickly, let me just take a break right here and just say welcome to a lot of people are watching me right now. I just want to tell you welcome. I have Simba, welcome to the show. I have Kwarhe, welcome. Eliasco, Henry Berima, Stephen Asante, Abna Opong, Janet, Akoli, Edna Ofori, Brian, welcome to the show. Jifa Kafi, Farida Al Hassan, welcome to the show. Kenviho, welcome to the show. Abna Rashida, welcome to the show. The most authoritative live show on Facebook every Sunday. Asna Fuseni, how you doing? Who else is here? I see I mentioned everybody's name. Once again, the people on TikTok, can someone at least do me a favor to confirm that you can still hear me? Let's go back to what's the message of GM. GM also is letting the party know that he had an open mind policy, open door policy, that he also considered everybody in the party as an asset, right? So we should know that this man. Okay, thank you. Somebody confirmed for me. Jufi confirmed that they can hear me on TikTok. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So the man is telling us that when I become president, I'll be an open-minded person. I'll be ready to listen to you. I'm not going to be a gargantuan leader. I'll be a leader that will lend my ears to you guys. I'll be a leader that will be ready to listen and work with you. I'll have an open door policy. I'll have an open mind policy. We are one family fighting the same enemy. The message here is loud and clear. He also promised to support the MPs, the people that won the primaries. He's also said that I'm going to support you in any ways. I'm going to campaign with you guys. I'm going to make sure that you win your seat, because winning your seat will make my job easy, because when things come to parliament, they will be passed. Because we need to put up some good policies. So I'll need you guys. So I need to support you. I need to do all my best to make sure that you also succeed. You see, this we call a leader with a vision, because this leader is not a stomach leader. Is not a selfish leader. Look at me very well. There are some leaders in Ghana. They are selfish. They are full of tribalism, nepotism, favoritism. There are some leaders in Ghana that have turned the Jubilee House the headquarters of Galamsey in Ghana. You see, the MPP have caused so much pain to Ghanaians. So much pain to Ghanaians. Let me tell you something. For people who don't know what I'm talking about. Today, what is the inflation in Ghana? Over 54%. That's what we are facing today. What was the inflation when Mahama left power to the MPP? Go and Google it. I'm not going to say, and people will say, oh, it's you, DJ Mac, all the time you want to do the bid of the NDC. No, I'm not going to say anything. Go and Google and see in 2016, what was the inflation of Ghana? Today is over 54%. Today, these MPP folks, be in power for 6 years, they have accumulated 600 billion cedis of debt. So debt to GDP ratio today is over 100% under one government. One government. See the amount of money. See the amount of money, amount of debt they have. And these people, they are leaving it to the next generation to deal with. Because these people, they are old. They are in their 60s, 70s, 15 years to come now. Where are they? They're going to leave power. And then the next government, the next generation coming, they have to bear the consequences of that. I'm telling you, this government actually, let me tell you, let me put in a very good context for you. This government have ruined or failed the older generation. This is why I'm saying that on authority. They have played cha-cha. Do you guys know what we call cha-cha? They have played cha-cha with the pensioners' money through the DDE program, the domestic debt exchange program, the DD program. They have played cha-cha with pensioners' money. So today the pensioners, the funds that they have through the bond, we cannot trust those bonds anymore. Those bonds will mature in 15 years. So that means they are playing cha-cha with pensioners. People who need that money to even buy medication to survive. People that have worked their life so that today they can enjoy the benefit of their labor by placing their money in where it is safer for them through bond. Today, my friend, to invest in bond in Ghana is not the best for you anymore. Forget about that. Don't waste your time to invest in Ghana bond, because when you invest in Ghana bond, it's like you want to commit suicide. You can't trust Ghana bond anymore. As for the new generation that we are in now, the new generation, these government have made life unbearable for Ghanaians. I know what I'm talking about. Price of stuff have increased more than 400%. The economy, they have destroyed the economy totally. They have made life unbearable for Ghanaians. And for the future generation, do you know what they did to the future generation? Common vaccine for childhood diseases. We don't have it. We have to rely on Nigeria to give us some to vaccinate our kids. And you ask yourself, when Dr. Baumia and Nanado were kids, they got those vaccines for free. That's why today they are strong men. But this government have sold the generation, the next generation of this country. Even common vaccine we can have. They have destroyed the forest reserve in Ghana because of galamsey. They took or smuggled gold from Ghana to abroad to be sold. We saw Al Jazeera documentary. These people sold the country. And these are the same people who come and stand and tell that, yeah, it is a castle. Yeah, it is a castle. Yeah, it is a castle. Comedy, yeah. Charlie, get out of here. So, yeah, it is a castle. So when you came, you saw the sika. What did you do to the sika? You chop. And one will tell us, oh, you know what? The money is here. Of course, the money is here. During the NDC time, they said, oh, the money is here, but they cannot feel it in their pocket. Now they can feel it in their pocket. Fire burn them all. Bomber clock. Yeah, me say. Bomber clock them all. Fire burn them all. Thieves. You said it. That yeah, it is a castle. Yeah, it is a castle. Now it is a castle. When you came, now you come to speak big English. Yeah, it is a castle. So what happened? Fellow Ghanaians and Lenya, they can only come and speak like big English. Fellow Ghanaians, you know, the economy, and Lenya economy. Who cares about the economy? We don't care. You can speak Tree, we'll hear you. You can speak Ewe, we can hear you. Forget about those big grammar. And then you know what? Some foolish Ghanaians, when you start speaking big English with some American accent and they are happy, say, hey, this guy is intelligent too. Let me tell you, you having a control about a language, you having a command over a language is not synonym of intelligent. Yeah? Let me repeat that very well. You having a control over a language, you being able to express yourself very well in a foreign language is not synonym to intelligent. People don't understand. They think because somebody can speak big English, they are so intelligent. Hey, forget about that too. It's not about big English. You see, today, in 2016, let me tell you this. This is a fact. You can go and Google it. Google should be your friend. Go and Google it, because I don't lie. I talk with like proofs. In 2016, the amount of money we used to buy 1 gallon of petrol, that same amount today will buy you just 1 liter. Let me repeat it. Let that sink into your ears. I am saying on authority today to you, if you like, go and Google it. Let me tell you that the amount of money we used in 2016 to buy a whole gallon of petrol, today the same amount, when you take it, you only buy 1 liter of petrol. They promise 1 district, 1 factory. They said 1 village, 1 dam. They said planting for food. What happened? NABCO, 67,000 beneficiaries. Today, they are home. Youth in a community protection assistance. Where are they today? Over 12,000. Home. Everything is just collapsing. Even the NIH, the National Health Insurance. What happened to it today? Today, you go to the hospital today, right? That NIH is not working on my sister. So when you are leaving, let me tell you something, Farida. When you are leaving your house and you say you are going to the hospital and then you are relying on NIH, my sister, take your money. Because when you go to the hospital, the only thing that NIH can do for you is for the nurse to be able to pull your folder. And it can also pay for your consultation. That's it. But if they write any medicine, even paracetamol, you have to buy it from your own pocket. Ghana now is cash and carry, oh my sister. I'm saying it again. Today in Ghana, that NIH is not working, no. It's cash and carry. If you don't have your money, you die and they'll bury you. And the proceed from levies, right? Tax levies for NIH is not, those proceeds is not going anymore into NIH. They have capped the policy. No money is coming out. They are taking tax, but they are not, those levies that supposed to go back to NIH, they are not putting those proceeds in NIH. You see, Ghana, we are really, really suffering. We are suffering. Too much suffering in Ghana. We are suffering. Very, very. Now, today, at the flow. National Health Insurance. Edefu. Today, I don't even know where to start with this story. Like, people who were laughing at NDC when NDC was in power and say that it's only a useless government to go into the IMF to take money and blah, blah, blah. Today, they are happy because finally their wishes are granted. IMF gave them $3 billion. And already 600 million have landed in the account of Ghana. And they are happy. And they are saying that this is the fastest, like any government could have got, like, have money from the IMF. And they are happy. Like, these are the same people in 2022. They told us that, the deputy finance minister told us in 2022 that we won't go to the IMF today, we will not go tomorrow. Yeah? Shit. Like the French people will say, on peut mentir comme ça. Like, it's like people who understand French. When you say, on peut mentir comme ça, that means, on a tête dans la panenea. Alors, on a tête dans la or can we lie like that? Let me say it in my Ayigbe manner. Can we lie like that? Hey! We won't go today, we won't go tomorrow. Yeah, but today you are bragging that you are the person, like the fastest government to be able to secure money from the IMF. You are not ashamed of yourself. Hey, Che, Nyao, Yembusu Nyalo. Hey, this government, the finance minister also told us that we are a proud nation. We will not go to IMF. You see, like when these people are saying this, it's like they don't know that they go on record or what. Like they have no shame. Like, I don't understand. We won't go to the IMF today. We will not go tomorrow. We are a proud nation. We can't go to the IMF. But you people are behind IMF like this. Chom, 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 chom. We need 3 billion. We need. Hey, upon spending 60 billion, you couldn't do anything. You think the 3 billion will do something for you? Let me clarify this for you. When IMF give you a loan or give you money, it's not for you to go and do infrastructure development. It's not for you to go and build school, hospitals, road, and all that. The money they give you is for you to go and service your existing debt. Because I worked at the IMF before. Back in 2011, I worked at the IMF right here in Washington, D.C. So I know what I'm talking about. When IMF gives you money, it's not about you using that money for infrastructure development, for you to go and develop your school or construct schools, road, university, whatever it is. No, it's for you to service your existing loan, oh, my people. So I don't know what this jubilation is about. I don't even know. Yeah. Brian, you know what happened to the COVID money? They chop this COVID money. We saw the report. They paid monies to an organization without any evidence. We saw all those stuff. This government is in the business of ruining this country. That's all. IMF. I want you, take your mind back before I close this program. You watch these videos about it was Kojo Upon-Nkrumah who talked about the IMF. We have the Deputy Minister of Finance and then the Minister of Finance. You just watch.
Efrona Emma Mekai Moody's report, and in that Moody's report, they seem to put a whole lot of premium on the IMF and the discipline that comes with it. I me meet all the benchmarks you free and benefit not this year. That's a fair point. With that, wouldn't you probably credit the administration to take a decision to go to IMF? Administration now or read money card don't pay now or do money koja IMF no. So what should we credit him with? Or read money card don't pay now if you're the IMF no. But that is what Moody's. But why do you have to in the first place? Who bury them man card don't pay now? If you are okay, but me read card don't pay me don't call IMF. Into clap for me for taking you to the IMF. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Why would you take us to that point in the first place?
So why would you take us to that point today?
My colleague, Deputy Minister, said we are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not.
Really?
The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, We are not people of short sight,
No.
And we have to move on. Okay. So let's think of us as who we are, a proud, strong people, the shining star of Africa, and we have the capacity to do what we want to do. If only we can speak that one language and show that we burden share in the issues ahead.
Mr. Speaker, the e-levy is also going to help with the fiscal consolidation effort and reduce the debt levels of our country. And that also means that we are going to see an improved economic ratings and not returning to the International Monetary Fund, which is the only solution our friends on the other side have always preferred. Why don't you go to the IMF? Go to the IMF.
But you people are going to the IMF now. And Lenya, won't you go to the IMF? You people, hey Charlie, you see, when I see things like this, my temperature, they go high. Like, is it? Hey, Yesu. Oh, hey. They are saying that the NDC only goes to the IMF, but you people, hey, Charlie, come, this kind of U-turn there, me, I never see some before. Hey, NPP can make some U-turn beer. Hey, what the hell? Yeah. So, they were saying all this in the past. What the hell? Yeah.
We have shown that we have alternatives to building the economy of this country without resorting to conditionalities that will be imposed on this country. We will not go to the IMF today. We will not go to IMF tomorrow. And we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power.
No. What happened? He said they will never go today. They will not go tomorrow. As far as NPP is in power. Well, let's check. NPP is still in power or they are gone? Oh, they are still in power. But they went to the IMF. Hey, Charlie. You will be judged by what is coming from your mouth. Funamto.
At least I call IMF coach. Let's say, minimum answer. Into woman and me mine.
IMF and sanitary.
Naga would sanitary.
Hey.
IMF.
I just have me watching me. Until woman.
That's how much they are fat, baby.
Ah, who catch the Ghana for him, dear, or be mine.
Oh, so it's like when you go to the IMF, you have failed though, as a government. So is the NPP government failed? Because they are the same people who told us Ghanaians that we have the men. But you know what? My producer. Now I understand when they say they have the men. Oh. Kofi Ajima, do you understand when they say they have the men? You have to beg me to tell you. If you want me to tell you what they mean by we have the men, I want to see 20 people to say yes. And I'll tell you why they say we have the men. I will explain to you guys. I just want to see 20 yes. Just put 20 yes, like Brian and Co. Just put yes for me. I want to see 20. Then I'll tell you why they say they have the men. I will explain to you guys before I close the show. Because I'm about to close the show. Okay. I see yes from Vivian. One from Kofi. Vivian Abuaji. How many yes you going to see by yourself? You know. Let me see. Maybe let me see on the other platform to see whether there are some yeses over there, because we are on 4 different platforms, and I'm going to tell you that before I close the show. Let me see. Let me see whether I'll see some of the yeses here. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, okay. I see yes from Ibrahim here. I see yes from Herbert. I see yes from Mills. I see yes for Benjamin. I see yes for Umar. Let the yes come. I need 3 more. I see yes coming from Komla. And I see yes coming from TikTok too. So, let me tell you why I'm saying that phrase they say we have the men. Let me explain to you. They actually have the men. They do. But the problem is, Kofi Ajiman, the men they have, they are men not men to help the country to go forward, but they have the men to come and loot the country. It's 2 different things. For sure, no doubt about it. They have the men. No doubt. Producer, they really do have the men. But the men they have, those men are good to collapse the country. That's why the same government that put a policy in place to stop Galamsey is able to make their headquarters, the Jubilee House, the headquarters of Galamsey. Hey, Charlie, if they don't have the men, how would they be able to turn the whole Jubilee House to be the headquarters of Galamsey? They have the men. As for the men, they have it too. If they don't have the men, how come when they came to power, the debt of this country was about 120 billion cedis? Today is 600 billion. They have the men. Those men are there to loot the country, to spend the money. So they have the men. They have the men. The men to loot the country, they do have it. They said they are coming to protect the public purse, not knowing they are coming to actually take it and go. Before, our public purse have a small hole of 120 billion. Today, hey, my goodness, that public purse has a big hole of 600 billion cedis in debt. Everything is just collapsing in Ghana. Collapsing. That's why we desperately need John Mahama to come back December to win the election in December 2024 and come to power January 7, 2025. No doubt about it. John Mahama need to come back. We need that comeback to victory. Okay. I guess I have done justice to this topic. But before I go, let me read like 1 or 2 comments and then I can vamoose from here. I see Edna Offerisi, Baumia will carry half of it to go pay the newly Toyota pickup, and we'll come back with plenty grammar in explaining where the money passed. Yes, she's talking about the 600 million we just got from IMF. You are right too. You are right. Abena is saying I want to ask that, does IMF know the kind of people they are giving the money to? Then IMF must go to Kumeru in the Ashanti region and see how they are showing off, and also in the 2024 election enjoyment. Hey, Charlie. Hey. We go survive for Ghana, Charlie. If MPP should remain in power for the next 8 years, Charlie, everybody go die for Ghana. Brian, the COVID figures in the early days were increased to get more from the IMF. No doubt about that. Rashida is saying, I feel pity for this country, a place where our leaders rejoice after mismanaging the economy and go for help through borrowing and still seem nothing wrong with it. Not Jami Beye Republic, then where? Okay. Nyami Bechere. It's not Nyami Bechere Republic, then where? Okay. I don't know. Nyami Beye or Nyami Bechere. Charlie, my tree is not good. I have to start trying to speak to you a little bit. Stephen Asante said, we can celebrate IMF when we were told the money is here. Shame on to this intellectual scammers government. Yeah, they are scammers, so Charlie. We got problem. I'm telling you, we got problem. Okay, once again, I want to remind all viewers that next week, Sunday, I'll be right here again with a lot of good stuff. Let's talk about Ghana. We also live on Ben Wayo page on TikTok and also on Facebook. We are live. Okay, I'm going to do Asana. Why this plenty writing like that? Me, I don't like reading. No. So I'm going to read one another, and I'm going to close. Asana, sometime just give me summary, please. I beg. Asana Fuseni, she's saying, by the time you get hit into the account, Ken Ofori-Atta Data Bank has gotten its share as so-called financial advisor for its Black Star brokerage. Gabby's law firm has gotten its share as a so-called legal advisor. Enterprise Insurance has gotten its share as so-called insurance companies due to it. So what at all is there to be happy for? Hey, Charlie, this treaty, me, I don't understand. No. Ade Jimisa, Charlie, I need to lend you. Ade Jimisa, I don't know. Ade ya Jimisa, okay. So we can read between the lines as Ghanaian. We are happy for this. Employment is going to be freezed. It's already happened. We are. Charlie, we have problem, Charlie. Okay, Brian. This one from Brian. The money has gone to the traitors who have sold you out, Satan. Akufo-Addo Bawumia Chichara are destroying Ghana. Yeah. Oh, Kaka Ghana Potena Milo. Jifa Kofi say it is only Ken and his other managers who should be happy about this news. This is a death warrant for the ordinary Ghanaians. We go suffer plenty. I tell you. Okay, maybe Nkrumah is saying, I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for the kicking party. I'm off to wait at the Ministry of Finance. Free KK, thanks to be God. Thanks to be God. KK party. Star. When the paramount chief Asante met the king, King Charles, he got so excited and opened his mouth. Oh, Charlie, it's okay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. But before we go, I'm going to have a small conclusion before I leave. This is going to be my conclusion for this show, right? I have a good conclusion for you. But the president, the next president, John Mahama, is saying that we must win the election to enable us build the Ghana we want together. I pledge to lead you to a resounding victory in December 2024. Now, this is what I have to say. We must definitely win 2024 because we cannot have these MPP guys to rule us for another 4-8 years because they're going to completely destroy Ghana. We have seen what they have done with the older generation, what they have done with the newer generation or the current generation, and what they are doing already to the coming generation. So we have to make sure that we kick out this party out of power coming December 2024. So I'm calling on you guys to really support the campaign of JM by doing what? To spread the message of JM to every single corner of Ghana. You need to help JM to spread his news to every single corner of Ghana. We also have to make sure that we donate to his platform. He has a platform, I think, for the past 2 months where we can donate to help the party to grow, to help the party to come back, because this is the comeback of Jesus to help Ghana. So we also have to help him to convince the 1% that did not vote for him, because the man won by 99%, because 98.9 obviously is 99%. So we need to convince the 1% to rally behind John Mahama to actually win the election. We have to remind Ghanaians of the mess created by the MPP. And I hope the message is loud and clear. We're all going to rally behind John Mahama. Let me brothelize a little bit before I go. Okay, I guess the message is clear. We're all going to rally behind John Mahama to make sure that we have the power to really change the fortune of Ghana. Charlie, producer, how did I do? Charlie, I have to be slanging a little bit about it, because Ghanaian people would like slang. Because somebody was laughing at me that you've been in America for 20 years, you can't be slang. Charlie, I got to slang a little bit, you know. Yeah. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. My producer said I'm on top. I gotta go, man. So I gotta see you people. Yeah, man. What's up? I'm out of here, man. These Americans with their man. I'm out of here. Live the life you love. Love the life you live. This has been DJ Mark, your undoubtable, indefatigable man. They be a sound to Mark. Love to you guys. Bye-bye.